But hey, guys, we've got a grand finals here, and it's gonna be fucking good, great even. Let's hop on in. Starting on Everdream. In the upper right-hand corner, representing ENCE, it is, of course, our GOAT, Serral. And his opponent, the man who most recently defeated him, dispatched him from DreamHack. It is the Blue Terran for Team Liquid, Clem. Now this, of course, is a big rematch. Clem, one of the few players to ever be able to take out Serral. And, I mean, what an incredible player he has become. Clem is one of those people that I think in 2019, a lot of us looked at him as, oh, he's a young guy, a lot like Raynor at the start of 2019. Raynor was looking really good, and Clem was like hot on his heels, and then it felt like Raynor took off. Obviously, 2019 BlizzCon. Raynor was looking like one of the best players in the world. And Clem was still looking good at the end of 2019, but he hadn't quite leveled up yet. And I feel like we've hit that. Right now, I feel like you cannot say that Clem has not leveled up to that point. You know, he hasn't won a major event yet, but... Wait, hold on. The fact that I didn't watch the finals is coming through right now, but the rest of the finals, he hasn't quite gotten to that point. No, Raynor won. Okay, never mind. Excuse me, I haven't finished that VOD, but I couldn't avoid spoilers. Yeah, Clem hasn't quite climbed to the top of that mountain, but he is certainly up there with these guys. And taking out Serral, I know Serral was pissed about that. You could see it on his face. Thank God for player cams. Can this Reaper get a kill? Can the Reaper get a kill? Oh my God, Creep Tumor. Oh, he gets the Creep Tumor kill. Serral's tilted, man. Omega tilt. Reaper still trying to get around. Finally goes down. Link speed finishing up. We have a Liberator on the way. Of course, double Hellion production here from Clem. He's already sent them across. They wanted to join up with the Reaper, but no luck. Nice Overlord spot here. Serral actually sees just about everything he could possibly want. He sees the Liberator pop out. He sees Stim on the way. He sees more Hellions being produced. I would expect these might be the last couple of Hellions from Clem. He's got a good amount out already. Nope, he's going to keep making them. All right. Continuing the Hellion production. Oh, he's got an Armory on the way. All right. Serral repositioning the Spore before the Liberator even gets there. What play? But we're going to have a Hellbat push here from Clem. He's already got 8 Hellions out. Another barracks on the way. Lair coming up from Serral. He's got a Bane nest so he can get into Banelings. But no Roach Warren for the Roaches. So it's going to have to be on Queens, Lings, and Banes to deal with these Hellbats. 9 Hellions out on the field. Liberator setting up in the main base. Nice pull on the Spore Crawler and on the drones. Oh, trying to split against the Banes here. The Banes get okay connections, and the Queens are really laying out the damage. Not a lot of Hellbats left. The Liberator doesn't have any kills. Forced a drone pull, but that's about it. So far, beautiful defense here from Serral, handling all of this perfectly. Hellbats are still sharking around looking for something. The Lings have to be careful, but... Are there any Banes out? I don't think so. I don't think he has any more Banes. Yeah, the Hellbats are just going to walk away. There's a third behind this for Clem. This was not a big committed attack by any means. He's just trying to find some damage here and there and everywhere. One coming up for Clem now. We have upgrades for Serral as well starting up. This Liberator sieging up here so that Clem doesn't F2 it by accident. Wants to allow that to be possible to come back for later. He moves out on the map, start clearing some creep, maybe trying to do some damage, trade with the Lings. Third base, I was going to say it's a little exposed, but with 5 Hellions there, a Ling run by wouldn't be too impactful. The Lings just miss these medevacs here, but they're going to move around. There's not a lot of Marines here for this counterattack from Serral. The medevacs are boosting into the main base, and the Marines aren't at home to deal with that. They are here. The Hellions should be able to come back and clean this up, though. Oh, Liberator coming in as well, trying to combine with this. Oh, looks like it's going to finally go down. That Widowmine hit a single Ling, or 2 Lings over here. 5 drones go down in total. I think altogether a good defense from Serral. Kills a couple of those units. He needs to let's clean this Widowmine up. I don't think he's realized that this Widowmine is still here. Gonna possibly hit one of these Queens, actually. Ooh, not quite. Not quite. It's just chilling out here. Hellbats walking towards this base as well. Some Lings and Banes coming down. The Banes should be able to take care of these. The Lings will finish that last one off. Wouldn't mind getting a couple more kills here. Queens out on their own. Where are the Lings? Oh no, one goes down. Clem gets out of there again. Once again, this Widowmine still chilling here. Still chilling. This Spore Crawler needs to move out front. Rip. That first Muta. Not doing so hot. We do have a bunch of Mutas on the way. +1 coming out for the Mutas. And Clem says, you're making Mutas. Perfect time for me to push out. With pure Marine Mine. Somebody's like, dude, innovation. He had this shit on lock back in the day. Marine Mine is the way. Serral says, how about a counterattack, bud? There are some Marines left at home, but not a ton. And the wall is down. Muta's coming over here as well. Massive counterattack. Pulls Clem back. Oh my god, he's stimming to come back. This natural base is in a lot of trouble. The Marines are just about here, though. So only 5 SCVs going down. He's going to try to take down this wall. Bunch of the Lings getting into the main base. The Mutas hitting in the natural. They're going to move over to the 3rd, where there are a whole bunch of Marines. Or the 4th, excuse me. Lings in the main base will mostly get cleaned up. Still 7 SCVs, and pulling Clem back is actually the biggest deal about that. That counterattack did exactly what Serral wanted it to. Got a little bit of damage, but got Clem off his back. Spotter Marines find that the Mutas and Lings are over there. Clem's moving on creep on this side. The Banelings are here, but there's no Lings or Mutas to support them just yet. Banes can't really fight all by themselves. Clem is at this 5th base. The Mutas are getting here right now. Bane's starting to crash on in. They kill a lot of those Widow Mines, actually. Some really nice Bane connections. Whoop. Nice lift up on a few of those units. Get some of those Marines out of there. The Widow Mine cleans up the Banes. Serral sending... Oh my god, look at that spread. Did you see that against the Widow Mines? I don't know if it's going to be enough. Clem keeping the push going. There's a lot more Banelings. Clem can try to stutter step. Oh, but the Mutas are going to kill all of the Medivacs. A few of those Mutas going down, but Serral is pushing Clem back to his 3rd base. And Clem is down about 25 supply right now, which isn't terrible. There are some mines still around this Medivac. This poor Medivac. Oh, I was like, what am I hearing? This drone killing a creep tumor so that it can lay down a base. Oh, these 2 drops are fated to find Serral's army, and they just used their boost, which means they have to drop out the Marines or die with nothing. That mine hit was really, really nice. But still, a really good catch for Serral. He's going up to a 6th base. There is a Thor here now, so the Muta's not going to be quite as effective. I keep thinking these are mines burrowed down here, but just fake Marines, man. Fake news Marines. Oh, man. And a bunch of these units kind of caught off guard here. The Thor goes down, a bunch of Marines going down. Serral setting up a counterattack, going to try to get into this 4th base on top of that planetary. Clem's going to try to set up a 5th base pretty soon here. Widow Mine's getting cleaned up. I love that. As he pulls back, the Mutas come in with the Overseer to clean up those Widow Mines that are now left on the front lines, naked and alone. And the Banes and Lings come in. They'll crash into the planetary and have some left over to kill some of these SCVs. Marines coming in to fight, but the Banes even trade pretty decently against those. And that forces Clem to use this CC to retake this base instead of taking a 5th. Oh, lots of Mutas here now. Going to take out this turret in half a second. Grab a few more SCVs. 15 have gone down. Clem's still on 70. He still has a big count of SCVs, don't get me wrong. But compared to the 89 of Serral, that is just something else, man. And Serral, he's not stopping. He says, this isn't a planetary yet. I know it. He's going to come in with just the Zerglings. He's got Adrenal and +3 on the way. His Lings are soon to be very, very good. Planetary does finish. A lot of those Lings go down. So Serral's going to have to remake a good portion of his army. He's still got a bunch of Ling Bane back at home. Oh, that is so many Banelings. He's going to crash into it again. Oh. Oh, Muta's looking for something. They're going to find some Marines and a Thor. It's not really what they're looking for, I think. 2 Thors, 3 Thors here now. And you just got to be real careful. Clem sending out some Marines to clear up creep. Oh, here come the Banelings. Here come the Banelings. They avoid the Widow Mine. Oh my god, and it's gonna be a massacre. Only gets 5 SCVs with it, but another base gone down. Clem just got his 5th set up, and all of a sudden it's become his 4th. Oh, that Widow Mine. Oh my god, Serral even paying attention to the little things. Big battle going on over here. Serral's got to pull back, making some more Banelings. There's no base here now. Sorry, sir, no base. Bane's coming in, trying to crash in on things. They get some really nice connections, actually. But there's no more Banelings. They just now are morphing. Oh, and the Thors are keeping the Mutas at bay. All those Banes forced to cancel it. Clem's going to be able to take this base out. In the meantime, though, his production is being beset upon. There's an Overseer here, so even Widow Mines aren't safe from the Zerglings. Eventually. Clem does get a base, but Serral just took a new base to the top side. He lost 8 drones, but he's killing more SCVs. There's no turret at this base right now, and the Mutas are just killing absolutely everything The natural's gone. The main has finally been fixed, but 44 SCVs remaining for Clem. Serral still on 80 workers. He lost a base. Boo-hoo, says Serral. Boo-hoo. And these Thors trying to find the mutas. They're gonna do some damage to them. Anybody who's ever done damage to mutas knows just how little that means. Ling's going down here. They're gonna go for the attack at this non-planetary, completely undefended third base. Serral just constantly getting damage in. Oh, this is a man with a vengeance. He is not happy with how his last series versus Clem went. This CC is so low. Oh, the Lings burrowed, but Clem saw through that. Planetary still not up yet. The Thors dropped to take care of the Lings. Not something you see every day. The Marines will finish these up. Oh, the burrow again. Did Clem notice it this time? Does he have a scan? He might not have a scan. The CC finishes and is burning. That's not good. That is not good for Clem, whose mining is not fantastic right now. Bane's coming back in. Will crash on that planetary again. Those are +3 melee Banes. That's why you need building armor. It all gets cleaned up, but it might just be too late. Clem is at 160 supply. His armor supply is actually bigger than that of Serral's. These Lings on burrow after the Marines leave, and it's just going to be GG. Clem has so much army, but he just can't move out because Serral is constantly demolishing his base when he does. All his walls are gone. Even the wall up to his main was gone. And Serral takes game number 1. Looks extremely convincing. Extremely convincing. Damn. So to anybody, we had somebody in here earlier, he's probably not in here anymore, but to anybody who's concerned about the Damaga situation, it actually has nothing to do with how many casters are in. So me leaving does not get Damaga in there to cast. Bagels has it right. It's not that he didn't register as a caster. He did apply, but right now the admins at ESL are trying to decide if it's okay for pro gamers to observe and cast games after playing, because then they get access to replays that they wouldn't necessarily normally have by doing that. And I think this would probably apply to like Special, who had talked about doing that before in the Korean one, and Damaga and other people. You have kind of the opposite where maybe Roddy or Pig would play and then cast after, but even Pig, who was a pro gamer, it's more like a caster that decides to play before casting. Whereas Damaga's still got that pro gamer thing. I don't know. I don't understand why they wouldn't let him cast, but it's not, it has nothing to do with me. Absolutely nothing to do with me. Literally, I could leave right now and Damaga still wouldn't have been able to cast. So I'm sorry about that. I wish he was. I like Damaga a lot. But since he's not, I gotta keep going. It's happened to game 2. We're on Golden Wall. Spawning on the right-hand side, the GOAT, trying to prove himself after his recent loss. It is Ence's Serral. And his opponent on the left for Team Liquid, trying to say, I beat you once, you son of a bitch, I'll do it again. It's the blue Terran player, Clem. Try to do fancy camera movements, but I can't physically move the camera past here. I hate that. I wish the camera had a wider boundary than the map, you know? That way I could move it out to the left, but sadly, ruins my intros. Looks like Hatch Gas Pool here for Serral. I thought he was sending 2 SCVs across the map. I got really excited for a second. Clem deciding to go for a Reaper. We have seen players not go for Reapers on this map, since they're not particularly good at getting into the main base. But I guess against Zerg, that's not really the key priority, getting into the main base. Delaying third bases is often more important, so I understand why Clem's going for it. Just interesting. It's also, sometimes it's nice to play your standard build even if the map isn't like perfectly ideal for it. Ooh, and Serral. Looks like he's planning on expanding to the backside here. Just right down the backside. Clem spots this with his SCV. That is a nice thing to spot. Oh, and as soon as he spots it, Serral stops mining there. Maybe it's because the Reaper's here, though. Oh, I think he wanted to build a Spore, but there wasn't enough creep here to do it. Ends up losing a drone. Can you believe it, guys? Clem killed one of Serral's drones. Wow. Wow. Amazing. All right, so Serral has not regained or restarted mining these minerals out. He's got speed on the way, so I think he might take a different third. I mean, he's not doing it just yet because he's still got this Reaper to contend with. Yeah, he's going to take the third up here to the north side. All right, well, we'll see what Clem decides to do with the information that he had. If he tries to attack down there, he doesn't have confirmation of this base being taken yet. Yeah, so he's trying to get down there. He's going to get down there and find not only no base, but this is still not fully mined out. That's hilarious, actually. Yep, goes down there, sees, oh, damn. And Serral sees that too with his Overlord. He's got to be like, ha ha, tricked you, bitch. I don't know if it was his intention from the start to trick him, like, okay, he's going to see this drone and then I'm going to stop. Probably not, but it's very funny. And he ended up tricking him. We have an armory coming up again, so Clem going to go for one more Hellbat attack. I don't hate Hellbat attacks if they're not all in. I'm not a big fan of all ins, but no, this is not a wall. That is a wall. Ooh, 3 Marines and a Widowmine drop. Sounds like the start of a joke. 3 Marines and a Widowmine walk into a Zerg base. I don't know where we're going from there, but Hellions could try to dive in here. There's a lot of drones and only 2 queens, but they're going to turn into Hellbats instead. I can't believe he's going to put this guy in front. This 5 hit point Hellbat. It gained 1 hit point when it turned into a Hellbat, which is hilarious to me. It makes perfect sense, but it is funny. Way too many queens here. The Hellbats get pushed back with ease. Widowmine's going to drop into the mineral line, but Serral is on top of it. Liberator, though. Where am I hearing a Liberator? Oh, killing Larva. Kills 1 drone. And mostly just Larva. The Marines and Widowmine are going to drop in here now. Oh my god. He even transformed this into a Spore Crawler, so he didn't lose the drone. Jesus, Serral. And he's pushing out, pushing those Hellions away. Makes a little wall here. Actually, I don't think that's a wall, but it's close to a wall. And Clem's aggression gets pretty much completely thwarted. 3 drones. He traded with 13 lings, but I mean, the units lost tells us the story. Serral holding and takes a good trade. behind this, of course. Clem going into bio. He's got his stim about to finish up. Bunch of Marines on the way. Looks like maybe siege tanks this time. No, second factory coming up. Never mind. So that's drilling claws. All right. Good. More marine mine action. I love it, man. I love marine mine. I mean, I know this is probably the least shocking opinion anybody's ever had about StarCraft. Marine mine versus Lingbane Muta is by far my favorite thing to watch. It's just so fun, especially when you have two guys as good as these guys. Like, it's just unfathomably exciting. I don't think I've ever gotten more excited than I have for these kinds of games with these compositions. I'm hoping that this one ends up feeling a little closer than the last one. I feel like Clem didn't really get his rhythm going in the last game. I'm a little concerned because of how this one started. All right, Hellbat's morphing. Does Serral have enough here? He doesn't have very much. He's going to bring some queens down. He might have to sack this fourth base. Oh, he's going to go for it. Bane speed is not done yet. It's so close. I'm so surprised he's not waiting for it. I guess he's just posturing for now. He's at the bottom side. They have a lot of transfuse energy, so Serral can keep them alive for years and years. That is exactly what he's doing. In the meantime, the Mutas have moved their way across the map, and they are hitting. There's no turret here. 7 SCV kills. My God. Oh, the trade's just getting worse and worse for Clem, who's mining from this fourth base now, or his third base rather. But Serral keeps his fourth base alive. He transfuses it a couple of times to keep it even more alive. How many mutas do we have right now? Only 8 in the sky. Oh, somehow keeps that alive. Keep yourself alive. Keep yourself. Oh my God, this is the medevac from earlier with like 2 Marines still left in it. Remember that drop from the start of the game? Serral didn't, because that was just chilling here the whole time. Baneling's coming in. Nice splits here from Clem. Doesn't take a lot of damage. No more Banelings left. Okay, a couple of them morph. Oh, Clem's playing very tentatively. I think if he had kept pushing right there, could have been very strong. Widowmine's going to go off on queens. Serral even splits his queen, so there's no extra splash damage. I don't know what that singular Muta was doing. 2-2 on the way for both players. Not going to be an impact in this fight. Serral coming in for a big wraparound. He wants to either counterattack or crush this force. Looks like counterattack is the plan. He's going to go towards this fourth base, which doesn't exist yet, so I'm sure he'll be happy to find that out. There is a lot here for Clem. He's got a lot of units. Oh, no detection, so nice Widowmine shot. Going to be tough to take that forward with all the wings there, though. Some Banelings crashing on in. Widowmine's not getting the best hits. Oh, a couple of them drawn right into the Overlord connections. Not a lot of mines left that haven't shot yet. Serral's going to pull the trigger and send some of his units forward. Those Widow Mines connected and the Banelings blew up at the same time. Lings looks like they get pushed away. And there are enough reinforcements here to save this base. Maybe? Yeah, it looks like there should be enough. But Clem gets pushed back. Serral holds on. 4 bases. He's taking a 5th to the bottom side because remember, he had basically already mined this whole thing out. What a baller. Clem, though, gets his 4th base set up and secure. Serral's also got this, so he's got a 5th and a 6th. Oh, Muta's finding some Marines, or Marines finding the Mutas, as Clem is pushing once again. I'd love to see him go for a big surround on this army. It really feels like there's not much here for Clem. The Thors are keeping the Mutas away. Right, here's some more reinforcements. This is a massive spread on this bio, on these Widow Mines. Oh, beautiful mine connections so far. Lings and Banes coming in from both sides. Baneling's getting some kills as they leave. But there's a lot left over for Clem. Clem is up 20 supply right now. Lings and Banes coming back in for Serral. The Widowmine's getting maybe too good of connections. And the Banelings aren't here yet. Where are the Mutas? There's 14 of them in the sky. They're flying around for a counterattack. Oh man, but they're gonna run into this Widowmine and then into a turret. Can Serral hold? Clem is not quite able to push through yet, but it is close. Not a lot of mines left out here. There's a few of them back that he can pull back to, and he's doing exactly that. Kiting off creep. The Mutas are out here. Looks like a few of them went down. Oh, and that's just gonna be GG. As Clem continues the push, Muta's not doing what they need to do. And Serral can't hang on any longer. Clem ties the series up 1-1. Serral was mad in game 1. He wasn't mad enough in game 2. Big brain mining. And we're going to Death Aura for game 3. What a series this is already. And we knew it was going to be a good series, didn't we? We knew it was going to be a good one. All right, we're loading in now. Oop, excuse me. Bumping the mic and then bumping it again. Yeah, you're absolutely right, Lexa Boy. I mean, I understand why he didn't keep pushing on. Because it is a risk, right? It's just, we, of course, as the observer can see that if he had taken that risk, it would have paid off for him. But Clem clearly played it perfectly because he won, so. So he must have done something right. Wow. All right, let's hop in to game numero 3, number 3. Spawning in the upper left-hand corner, representing Ents. It is our red Zerg, Serral. And his opponent in the lower right, looking like the new badass on the street for Team Liquid. It is Clem. All right, no cheese. No cheese. I don't expect any cheese this series. See, okay, so here's the thing. I feel like for these guys, the way they like to play, I feel like they want to win in a straight up macro match against each other. Like, Serral wants to win because he needs it, right? He just lost to Clem. He needs to reclaim it. Clem, though, he wants to show that it wasn't just a fluke. And the best way to do that, straight up macro games. And considering it's 1-1 with those kind of games, I look so much forward to seeing what these next few games will bring us. I have a feeling this is going to game 5. I'll tell you, before this series, guys, I was tired. I was hungry. You know, I was feeling a little like, oof, I don't know, man, the finals. And then it was Serral versus Clem. And now I'm satiated, man. These games, who needs food? I'll just cast more games like these. Who needs sleep when we have the best TVZ in the world? And I genuinely feel like there are very, very few people who can play TVZ like these guys can. Obviously, Rainer versus Clem is also extremely sick. And like, you know, get an innovation in there or something, but this is it. As far as I'm concerned, this is top level. Maybe Beyond. In Katowice 2021, we'll see Beyond versus Serral. And I'll say, this is it. This took over. But right now, Serral versus Clem is what I want to see. It's all I want to see. Oh, that Reaper gets out of there somehow. Squeaks out of there with like 4 hit points. And now we'll heal up. Serral, though, gets his third base down. Speed's on the way. Clem's going to start making Hellions again. Rip the mule. Didn't they fix the mule so that it won't expire with minerals in its hand anymore? No matter which patch you drop it on? Didn't they fix that? I thought that, I mean, okay, I know that was the intention of the mule change. And I know that initially it didn't work. Initially it worked on close patches but not far patches, but didn't they change it again to make sure you didn't have to pull it back? They must not have if fucking Clem's pulling it back. Oh my god, Serral. Ugh, he gets in here right as the Hellions leave and gets 4 SCV kills and is still running around in the main base, being annoying, finally gets cleaned up. But oh man, talk about frustration. And now talk about this mule not getting its value. That is massive, actually. That's like 2-3 trips of the mule not happening. That is a lot of money at this early stage of the game that Clem's not going to have. And we're seeing roaches come out of Serral. Oh man, he's got roaches. There's no lair with this. Block the Hellions from coming in. I think Serral's going on the offensive. He's got 9 roaches on the way. No roach speed in the near future. No lair. He's making Ravagers. Oh shit. I'm talking about macro games and Serral is like, shut up, nerd. I'm coming at this kid with roaches and Ravagers. Clem's pulling back. He's setting up bunkers. This is exactly what he needs to do. He needs a siege tank ASAP. Is he pulling back his Liberator? He had a Liberator, right? Okay, so it was doing damage. I think it just needs to come straight home. Just come straight home. He's even healing up this Hellion. Oh, I love it. But God, look at how much is coming across for Serral. He's got the Ling follow-up. The Ravagers are here, starting to do damage to what I want to call a wall, but it's kind of just some supply depots. Biles taking out those depots. Clem is so supply blocked. Oh my God. Oh, he's so supply blocked. Repair comes out, but he's going to have to abandon that bunker. Siege tank finally up on the high ground. There's no high ground vision just yet for Serral. Liberator is going to go down. Siege tank getting some really good shots off, but it can't reach the left side of this base. Serral's going to pull back. He's going to send his Overlord forward. Ooh, the Bile stims forward. Doesn't want to go too far. Oh, the Biles decide not to go for the siege tank because it was unsieging. They go instead for the bunker, but they don't get it. And the Ravagers are falling now. Bunker does not fall. Clem will stim and clean the rest of this up. Granted, 10 more SCVs went down. Clem's down to 33. And in the meantime, Serral has jumped up to 60 workers. He has that lair on the way. He's got double Evo coming up. He didn't win the game there. Clem held on. However, Serral did some really good damage. If behind this he hadn't droned, he had just like, I don't know, if his economy was crap behind this, it wouldn't be great because his tech was pretty late. But he droned way up while he was doing all that damage to the SCVs of Clem. Now he's got +1/+1 on the way. His lair is done. His Bane Nest is on the way up. There is a move out from Clem, and there is a spot right now where he can get some damage done. His combat shield is about to finish. He has +1. He has stim. He's got 3 siege tanks actually in these medevacs. This is a dangerous time for Serral, who doesn't have much back at home. He's down in army supply. But he's got 14 more Lings, a couple more roaches on the way. Infestation Pit coming up. Serral. God, if Serral is able to hold this off and get all this tech up and have droned up after that big attack, is that fair? 3 Biles takes out a siege tank. 3 Biles takes out a siege tank. Ling's coming in now. I don't think there's enough Marines here to really fight against this. Biles go down. We'll take out the backside siege tank. Queens are here as well. Clem will pick up and get on out. Looked like he had F2'd or rallied everything across, but gonna pull back. He's got a third CC on the way, but oh my god, it is so late. Serral's fourth is done. Serral's on 65 drones, and he's making more. He's got a hive. Serral's got a hive on the way. Oh my Jesus. Who has Serral been training with? This is I love this, man. I love the way he's playing. Going this quickly into hive, this almost reminds me of, I guess I want to say like Rogue. But with this early attack, maybe even like Dark. I don't know, dude. I love this from Serral. He's got Lings, Banes, Ravagers out. Clem's trying to move out, but I don't know if I see this working. We're gonna have to see how the positioning is. He's got a couple of siege tanks. Siege tanks can get some good shots off, but they siege so late. They are gonna kill some of those Banes, but the piles go down. It's only one siege tank now. I think he just F2A move. Yeah, Clem agrees and he picks up. Siege tank's gonna go down. There's a Spore Crawler in here, so the medevac's gotta be careful. Banes are about to morph, and Clem just taps out as Serral takes it. And we go up 2-1 there for Serral, the GOAT. Damn, what a fucking game. That was beautiful. I really, really love the way Serral played that. So interesting, because it felt almost like I mean, that push, I'm sure that's not like a unique or new push, but the way he played it after that, going up to such a quick hive, I feel like Clem, he needed to get some damage done there, and Serral just had too much. Like, he didn't get too greedy. It was close, but he did not get too greedy. Oh, we got Pig in here now too. Nice. Man, what a game from Serral. That is a I want to win game. All right, Serral needs a minute, so we're gonna do the important stuff right now. We've got to figure out where Fairview, Montana is. Okay. What were the other town names? There were some other town names at that road that I went to. Down here. Williston and Sydney. Williston, Sydney, Fairview. I think this is... Oh, wait, we're in Idaho. Oh, wow. I can't see the line when we get close here. What's up, King Chaos? And Dragon Soul, thank you for the kind words. I appreciate it. I'll be doing this every week. I always do the EU cast, and I'll probably start doing the NA cast soon as well, after EU. Not today, not next week. I think it would be the week after that. Yeah, the week after that. I'll start doing the NA cast after the EU one, so if you need a place you want to watch the EU and NA ESL Open Cups every week, it'll be here. It'll be here. Guaranteed. Pretty much guaranteed. All right, we're getting into game number 4. We're on Eternal Empire. A big old map for a nice big macro game. Spawning in the lower left-hand corner. Representing Ents. Let me hear you cheer, chat. For Serral. And his opponent, of course, in the upper right-hand corner, the Blue Terran for Team Liquid. Clem. Trading games now. It would make sense for Clem to take this one and send us to a game 5. But just because it makes sense doesn't mean Serral's going to give him the opportunity or make it easy for him. Serral's going to be playing his damnedest. He wants to prove that anybody who says Serral's washed up, comes into his stream and is like, hey, is Serral washed up? He wants to show those people of Twitch chat, no, I still got it, baby. Don't you worry. Mostly he needs to prove to himself that he can still take down such monsters as Liquid Clem. And you know, Clem's TVT is not maybe his best matchup, but he was able to take out Hero Marine to get here. So Clem's been feeling real good lately. And I mean, I won't lie, I love to see Clem just blow up like this. He's gotten so good this year. I feel like the way the competitions are working this year have really helped a lot of these players rise. The renewed vigor of having ESL run everything in the 2020. 2020 has been an awful year in just about every single way, except StarCraft has exploded. It's exploded. I love it. And of course we have Rainer, who's been killing it all year. Clem's been killing it this year. Hero Marine's been killing it. And of course, we got our boy Serral. Juna Sutala. It's just such a beautiful year for StarCraft. It's almost like we had to sacrifice everything else to get more StarCraft. And you know what? I'd do it again. Oh my god. This Reaper being as annoying as is physically possible. Finally, Serral gets that base down. But at 3 minutes and 18 seconds, not what he really wanted. Reaper heals up just enough. Oh no, it didn't get out of there. The grenade was half a second too late. And Clem loses the Reaper. Ripperinos. That being said, Clem's not going into Hellions this time. Shockingly. This is the first TVZ in a million years where I've seen him not go into Hellions. He's doing this build. It's a strange build. So he's got 2 barracks, 1 factory, and 1 starport. It's really strange. I'm not super sure what it is. Some sort of 2-1-1. That's a lot of Marines for Serral to see on that ramp. It's a lot of Marines, and he's got to be expecting this. This, of course, I am joking. If you're not familiar, the 2-1-1 was the TVZ build like 2 years ago, 3 years ago. It was the TVZ build. Everybody did it. Zergs eventually got good against it, and we haven't really seen too much of it lately. But a few players still bust it out every now and then, and it can be very powerful. I mean, 16 Marines with Stim and 2 medevacs. Get him in there. Get him in there. Got that last Marine. Oh my god, there's nothing here to stop this. Is he gonna have to cancel this? Oh, no. Serral. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. This is not fair. No, Jesus Christ. Oh my god. I mean, Clem's gonna restart it up here. It wasn't like all the way done or anything, but that's awful. And Clem, he's got to get some damage done right now. There's a lot of queens out. Stim Marines are pretty good. The Lings are here. Medevacs are going to move in towards the main base. Oh, they decide against it. They decide against it. If the Lings are there, the Marines can't drop out. Clem's going to try to join up here. Decides to build his engineering base in the wall instead. It looks like a hole, but it's not. A line that every man has heard at some point. We have a lot of Marines for Clem. There's a single Widow Mine with this. Baneling's being morphed, but Serral does not have Bane speed yet. He doesn't really want to fight right now. But he's kind of being forced to. He's bringing the Lings down from the main base. He needs them. The Banes finish. Nice mine connection, to be honest with you. Not bad at all. Serral holding on. He's at 53 drones. He's making 6 more. He's got a Spire on the way behind this, so he's macroing very nicely through all this. Clem finally taking his third a bit later than he wanted to. Marines still out here clearing a lot of this creep, but they will be forced away, so the creep will be respread. The choir sings while Clem and Serral battle. Doth the angels sing for us? Clem moving out once again, still keeping that Marine mine composition that we all love so much. And try to come up here and cancel a fourth, but he sees there's no fourth, and as he's taking a third, he's got to be feeling pretty okay about that. Serral is going to want that fourth soon, but he's got his mutas coming out. So not too concerned at the moment. Just needs to defend against this Marine mine. He's got a bunch of Lings heading for a counterattack. There's nothing here to defend. So these few SCVs at the third base can get pulled off. A couple of them go down. Clem holds on though, just fine. He is down at only 54 workers. I feel like he'd want to be a little bit higher than that. Continuing to pressure with these Marines. Lifts up in the medevac, pulls away. He even got that mine out of there. Wow. No mine left behind. And here are the mutas. There are some Marines here, but the Bane's forcing them to split. 5 SCVs going down, and no turret in the main base just yet. It's trying to come up. Oh my god, he drops a mule. Alright, the reinforcements are here. But 12 SCVs going down. Oh, oh no! Oh man, Serral not watching just then. Oh, but Clem, he's trying to split back, but he's on creep. He's going to split as best as he can, but Serral still cleans every single one of those Marines up. Big trade. The army supplies are actually quite similar. Serral's 1-1. Oh my god. It is, I was going to say it's late. It's non-existent. Non-existent. Clem has 1-1 done and dusted. It is fully finished. Oh, the medevac's getting caught by the mutas, though. And the boost runs out, and they're all so low. Oh my god. Every single medevac goes down. Not a single medevac in the sky. He's just started 2 more right now. He can't push out without that. He's got low Marines already. This guy can't even stim. He's at 7 health. Ooh. This is a rough spot for Clem. The supplies are fairly even, though. The big thing here is that Clem is up at 1-1. That's going to make it really tough for Serral. I've seen this base get taken more and more. I'm still a little bit surprised by it. Clem going to try to push this way. Oh my god. It looks like Bane's running in. I guess they all got cleaned up. Only 2 SCVs dying. Muta's looking for something, but Clem is on top of it. Feels like Clem just doesn't have much. He's got a lot of units in, a lot of supply in production. There we go. He finally is grouping everything up together. He's going to try to push on this base. Serral's here, though. He's ready. Oh, there's some mines still over here. Mines get some decent connections. They will get cleared up here pretty soon, though. Oh, Wrestlings and Banes are going in. There's still more mines available, though. Still more mines available, though. Serral has to be careful. He's got a bunch more Lings on the way. His 1-1 is very close. Oh, he's going to kind of want to wait for that. It's not the most impactful thing, but definitely useful. And it is about to finish. Ooh, Banelings come in. They don't really get any connections. I'm going to go for a drop on the south side at the same time. Something we haven't seen from him so far this game is that multitask. That multi-prong harass. Serral, though, spots this with the Overlord, and I think he's sending this Mutas out and these Lings to maybe try to intercept this drop, or he's just going for a big old counterattack, and there is not a lot there to defend against this. Wall's going to get dropped immediately so the Lings can spill in. Mines are not here to defend. Oh, and this poor natural base. The repair goes down on the missile turret. But the wall is open to the main, and this is exactly what we saw last game. This drop is getting some work done, but it's damaging a 6th base. While Clem's production and natural are getting ravaged here, 12 SCVs go down. He lost some supply depots. Clem's actually pretty much supply blocked right now. He needs to build a whole bunch more. I guess fortunately he lost some units, so losing more SCVs, so he's not supply blocked anymore. Thanks, Serral. Serral clearing up that supply block for Clem. Appreciate it. I don't think Clem realizes that because he lost all his walls, he's supply blocked. 156 out of 156. That is a tough spot to be in for Clem right now. Serral, he's actually not even mining from his base. He pulls all the drones away. He's like, yeah, sure, you can have it. I kept this one alive. I think he's going to go take another one. He's going to try. This drone's going to find that it is a hard knock life to be a drone. The Marine stim, they won't even get a muta. They damage the mutas, and we know just how good that is. 2-2 is done for Clem. He's got those upgrades. That is what he has going for him. His army is quite large as well, similarly sized. Serral's on 81 drones, so he can trade for days. The spreads here for Clem are very, very nice. Serral trying to split his units off so the mines don't hit all at once. Oh, there's just so much here for Serral. It feels like he comes in with an army, trades, and then has a backup army, and he's constantly clearing these mines with the mutas. Such beautiful play from Serral, and it feels like this is just going to be it as the medevacs try to boost away, but so many of them are going down. Oh my god, and Clem is running out of steam here. He's down 60 supply. His push did nothing, and he's lost everything. GG gets called. Serral takes the 3-1 victory and proves to the world that he's still got it, motherfucker.